Good morning. We're group number 10 and the small topics we've been given to present are stress forming, coining, ironing and hobbing. These topics are the sheet metal forming operations which are carried out under different kinds of stresses. The stresses which are dealt with here are mainly tensile and compressive, and based on the different kinds of stresses, the forming processes are further classified, and we'll be dealing with them in our presentation. Our team members include six, and each one of us has contributed towards this presentation. Our group members are Mohammed Faris, myself Nandu Rajiv, Naveen Krishna, Nikhil K. Maman, Paul Baiju, and Rashan Maju. The content of our presentation include tension operation, which will be handled by Naveen, stress forming, handled by Nikhil, compression and coining operations by Faris, ironing by Paul, and Hobbing by Rishan. Starting of the presentation with tension operation by Naveen.
Hi, I am Naveen Krishna. I'm here to talk about tension operation. It is the sheet metal forming operation carried out by applying tensile stress on the work is known as tension operation. This press working operation subject the workpiece to tensile stress to deform it as per the needs. Stretch forming is a tension operation which will be explained in the upcoming slides.
Hi, I'm Nikhil K. Maman. I'm here to talk about the topic stretch forming. So, in stretch forming, the sheet metal is clamped along its edges and stretched over a die or form block. There are different types of machines in which the form block moves forward, backward, or sideways. Commonly used material for this process are rectangular sheets. Then stretch forming operation is carried out in plastic state only so that the spring back effect is eliminated. The sheet is held between two jaws of hydraulic cylinders and stretched beyond elastic limit. Then the die move forward to come in contact with the sheet and give it the shape of die. This is a simple and inexpensive process. Some of the applications include automobile door panels, window frames, and aircraft wing panels. An estimate of force required in stretch forming can be obtained from the expression F is equal to L into T into sigma F. So, L is the dimension of sheet in the direction perpendicular to stretching, and T is the instantaneous thickness, and sigma F is the flow stress.
Hi, my name is Faris. I am going to speak on the topic compression operations and coining. Speaking about compression operation, it is a sheet metal forming operation carried out by applying compressive stress on the work. The different types of compression operations are coining, ironing, and hobbing. Speaking about coining, it is a process of pressing material in a die so that it flows into the cavities in the die face. Coining is carried out in cold process. During the coining operation, the part must be properly confined and the die block surface will have the details to be inscribed on the part and will control the thickness of the part. The sides of the die control the outside corner of the part. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Paul Baiju. Today I am here to present about the topic ironing. Ironing process is also known as thinning. It is the process of redrawing a tubular shell to reduce the wall thickness to ensure a smooth uniform wall surface with only a minor reduction in the inner diameter. So as we saw that it is the reduction on the inner diameter only. It is just a simple process. Ironing is done after the drawing process. It is done to correct the natural thickening of the wall and to reduce its thickness to a uniform level. As I said that it is a simple process which can take a little time, but it is to reduce its wall thickness to a uniform level. Ironing is done by reducing the clearance between punch and die less than wall thickness of work. The metal is thinned and length is increased as it is forced through the die and punch. As normally we know that the length will be increased due to that. Ironing is done by reducing the clearance between punch and die less than wall thickness of work. The metal is thinned and length is increased as it is forced through the die and punch. The shape of it will be completely changed as due to the pressure applied on the punch. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Roshan Maju. So let's discuss on the topic hobbing. Hobbing is a machine process for gear cutting spindles. The teeth which is used is known as the hob. This is a cold forming process which is generally done with the steel in a fully annealed steel or annealed state. Cold forming is efficiently uses the material and uses the produce. It is mainly used to produce very strong parts as that me for making desired shapes. Maintaining is great. We must focus on maintaining the grain structure mainly. So this is one of the best methods to make the desired parts with very good grain structure. And we are mainly doing hobbing in different room at different room temperature with pressures varying from 1380 MPa to 2760 MPa depending on the hobbing metals, depending on the metals and the blanking material. Now we can look at the process of hobbing, how it is done on various metals and pieces. So the mainly the process you in the hobbing uses a very hard piece of steel, which is mainly embossed with specified details known as the master hob. As I said, the teeth used to hob in this process is known as the hob, and here the master hob, and it is pushes into a very unhardened steel blank by a way of with the help of a hydraulic press. And when this happens, the hob produces with a reverse image. So the reverse image is produced of the specific details either impressed or raised on the blank. That means those specific details will be impressed or raised, like it will be raised from the surface depending on the job requirement. So this is that's all from on the topic hobbing. So acknowledgement we have used we have referred this from the textbook manufacturing process by the author S. Jose, and the images used in this PPT are from Google. Thank you.